Hello! So I feel pulled to do a reading, which is exciting because it's been a while since I've been pulled to do a reading. I started off with a few different ideas, but I've figured out what idea I want to do. So I have a this will happen in 3 days reading. I've never done anything like that before, so it's kind of fun. And yeah, we'll just test things out. So yeah, this will happen in 3 days. That's what this reading is about. I've got 3 cards, so 3 groups. You pick a card and you go to that pile, and that is your reading. This is, obviously a public reading, so a general reading. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that one pile doesn't resonate, I'm not going to judge you if you go to another pile, You got to do what you got to do. Sometimes our intuition is telling us, that it's okay to try out many options. And so maybe that's what you need to do. But yeah, just pick a pile. So we have the 7 of Cups, the Hermit, and the 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, yay, pick a pile, pick a pile, pick a pile. This will happen in 3 days. We're going to get, pile 1 is 7 of Cups, pile 2 is the Hermit, and pile 3 is the 3 of Pentacles. So you pick, we're going to start with 7 of Cups, pile 1. Yay! Okay, hello pile 1. If you chose pile 1, then you chose the 7 of Cups. So let's get right into it. Ooh, Jesus, that was loud. This will happen in 3 days' time. So I've kind of got the idea that this will either happen like by the end of the 3rd day, like so we've got 72 hours, or this will happen over the course of the 3 days. Either way, I'm putting a strict timeline on this, that it's 3 days. So it's whatever's happening within these 3 days or by the end of the 3 days. I don't want some type of, annoying thing where it's like, oh, but, this manifests spiritually in 3 days and then, in the physical, it'll be another 5,000 years. Like, I'm trying my best to get you guys a solid timeline. But as we all know, spirit and spirituality it doesn't work on what we want. It doesn't do it like that, and spirit particularly loves to not give me timelines. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm just following the flow. I'm having fun because I like I said in the intro, it's been a really long time that I've felt called to do a reading. I've been going through a lull with my readings, so it's nice to be back in the energy of enjoying reading and wanting to do readings, feeling pulled to do readings. So I'm just enjoying, and this is a new style for me, so yeah. Anyways, let's get right into it. So Spiras, this group, pile 1, 7 of Cups, 3 days, Spirit, 72 hours, Earth time, not spirit world time. Earth time, 3 days, 72 hours. Tell me, what's going on? The gift of gab. Gab on. What's happening in 72 hours, 3 days? Ooh. So we have the 3 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Temperance and the King of Pentacles. Okay, but anyways, let's focus. So we have 3 of Cups, back of deck. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles and the Sun card and the 9 of Wands. 1 second. Okay, hello. So I've had some time to think about it because my sister had to do some things out here. But what I'm picking up on right now, first of all, is somehow very randomly, I'm looking at the Sun card. Oh, so you have the Sun card. You have the Sun card, the 9 of Wands. What's better? The 9 of Wands. And the 6 of Pentacles. And then at the back of the deck, you have the 3 of Cups. It's probably better if you don't overcomplicate your life over these next few days and stick to where you are clear. Stick to where there is fire and passion and excitement, where your heart feels alive and activated and mature. I think that it's interesting. I think there's a lot coming up, and I think that in one way or another you could be tested over these next few days. especially in terms of like listening to your core and going after what you want and saying yes to what excites you and elevates you. Yeah, and you know, giving proper attention to your needs, making sure that you're balancing out that act of, yeah, there's balance coming here with temperance behind the Three of Cups as well. You could have an opportunity to connect with people that you love in friendships, in family relationships. There could also be more a balancing act between hanging out with family and friends. But overall, this feels like a positive energy with lots of connection coming through and lots of reciprocation. Um, um, but you want to make sure that you don't burn out. We've got that with the Nine of Wands coming through. And then with the Fire, the Sun card, that's also a variation of the Yes card, which we also have showing up in the background. We've got a little bit of money energy or work career energy in the background. It did not come out to be at the forefront. What seems to be at the forefront of your life over these next few days seems to be about energy, how much energy you have to give, how much attention you have to give, and making sure that you can stay on fire in the ways that ignite you rather than the ways that exhaust you or burn you out. You know, there's two different sides to fire here. And you want to make sure that the one that is fueling you and the one that is ruling over your life at this time is one that truly ignites you, one that truly lights you up. So there could also be a decision being made here around what lights you up, what gives you strength, what gives you power, and what burns you out. Picking between those fires, figuring out which kind of fire is the right fire for you. And then I kind of just see you like ending it off with like a fun hangout with friends or something like that. Something that is joyful, something that is abundant, something that gives you a chance to connect and get out of your head a little bit and spend time, create time, make time for friendship, make time for family, make time for community, because there is a little bit of a focus on self here, and it can be a little bit overwhelming, so you can balance that out by giving yourself some time to just enjoy the night. Nightlife could be a thing for you. What are we? We're on Wednesday, so for the next 72 hours, that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So yeah, nightlife could be something that comes up. Is that from Wednesday to Thursday? Thursday to Friday, Friday to, yeah. So we're going into the weekend, so you could have some time to go out with friends or family this weekend. I think you should. I think you should enjoy your nightlife and yeah, give yourself that time. Give yourself that space to connect with community. It could also bring a little bit more, it might not bring clarity, but just like being removed from whatever this situation is where you're kind of dealing with choices, fire, passion, or like the last rounds of surviving some type of season of work in your life where you've got to be really activated and turned on. For some reason, a squirrel is just coming to mind when I think about the Yes card as well. That could in some instances mean like squirreling away. So you could be saving money over these next few days, pinching your pockets a little bit, making sure you're not spending too much, and that seems fine. If there are ways to enjoy connecting with people that are affordable or frugal, I think that maybe that's something that you want to do right now because you might be protecting or saving up for something more important for you. And that's got something to do with something in the future, a new opportunity perhaps. But yeah, we've got business and work in the background. It's not at the forefront, but it is present there, and there is considerably like two yeses here. It could even be a choice between saying yes to two different things, or maybe you say yes 2 times over these next few days. But yeah, overall it looks great. Okay, nice and short and sweet. Bye! Hello! If you picked pile 2, you picked the Hermit. So, pile 2, the Hermit. Let's get started right away because we just want to get right into it. So, 3 of Cups. So for you guys, the energy could move a little bit quicker over these next few days because this card just came out right away. I mean, with the Three of Cups, we've got friendship, we've got connection, community again showing up. That could be at the forefront of your next few days. You could be seeing people, you could be engaging, you could be getting out there. And it sounds like a good time for connection, a good time for meeting up and just, whoa, and yeah, and connecting. There is the High Priestess also coming out. She didn't fall out, but she came out with enough. Oh my gosh. What the heck? I'm going to put the High Priestess back and just start again to try and receive. Let's see. So 2 more cards, Spirit Oz. Ah, what? No freaking way. Okay, hold on. 1 more card. It's just kind of crazy because pile 1 has virtually the same cards. So right now I'm just wondering what the heck is going on. Oh my god. And then we have the Fool. Okay, well, that's interesting. And then we have No at the back of the deck. Jesus. This is interesting. So let's see. The Three of Cups, the Sun card, and the Fool. And then we have Hermit. Oh, well, I wasn't supposed to keep the Hermit out. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. For you guys, for your pile, first of all, chaos. It's a little chaotic, which isn't a bad thing. It's just that, so first of all, things could kind of come in quickly over these next few days. There could be a consideration that you have to have, things that you have to consider. You might have to consider a few different options. There could be something that you need to say no to before you can say yes to something else. It's kind of like you need to turn one thing down or put something back, put something away. Listen to your gut about it. Your intuition might do a little whisper. But overall, it might have to be like your logic that really pulls you through. Because it's kind of, there's kind of this energy of like, okay, well, what does your, similar to the first group, what does your heart want? And it might be a risk that you have to end up taking. Some type of potential that you can see in something. You might have to kind of dig into that and be willing to step off the ladder or step out of the path that you're on and kind of pivot a little bit and swerve into a new direction that feels very fulfilling and exciting. Yeah, but it's a little bit of a chaotic journey to get there. This energy is very bright and alive and communal. There seems to be a lot of community and connection here and new beginnings, obviously with the Fool, and a lot of passion here. But it's just all, it happens very quickly. I think that that's one thing to note. There could be some type of like blessing or gift or wish coming true, because we have the 9 of Cups in the background here. It's interesting. And then the Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. You might be saying, I'm curious about the No. I'm curious about the No. So let me actually ask for clarity about that. What? Can you clarify the, oh my God, help. So for one, okay, so you could say no to like some type of job offer, work opportunity, or you could be saying no to something that may just cost money. You might want to, or there could be an end to something where you kind of have to do a lot of checks and balances. There could be an end to a time in your life where you have to do a lot of checks and balances, actually, and that could be coming, that ending that's coming through there could be leading to celebration with friends or family, and a lighting up in your life and a new beginning occurring. Yeah, there actually could be the end to a time in your life where you were kind of struggling to keep balance or to remain harmonious, especially around money, because it's the 2 of Pentacles. And you could be put into a position where you no longer have to be keeping such a steady hand. And so that coming through, yeah, okay, look at that. And then we have the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So yeah, it does seem like there's some type of really exciting new opportunity in leadership, in some type of work or passion that allows you to gain some type of control over your life, become more of a leader, have a more focused vision. And this feels like something that was really desired because we have the Nine of Cups here, which is all about a wish fulfillment. So this seems like something very fulfilling. In these next few days, you could just spend celebrating that or digging into this new life that is coming through or coming forward with you by going out and celebrating, by going out and taking a chance, by beginning something, taking a new step. There's like an energy of seeking out a new opportunity, and then but it feels like there's a few things coming together because it doesn't feel like it's just all surrounding one thing. There could be several things coming together at once, and it's all exciting. Yeah, there's a lot of positive energy here, very uplifting. I think these next few days are bright and beautiful, and the very beginning could just be a little chaotic, just because of how this whole reading started. The very beginning could be confusing, could be a little chaotic. Something of the past could come up, or things that resemble the past could come up, and it could make you feel nervous or anxious or some type of, cause some type of question. But I think that if you listen to your intuition and you allow it to kind of speak, guide you, step in for a moment, and then you take the lead and you follow those instructions or that feeling, I think that you'll find that things are actually different. So if there is something coming up that looks similar to a past situation, but it's not the exact same thing, I think that there's actually an opportunity for maybe you to experience something the second time around and have it be a lot more fulfilling, or have it go much more, much better than it did the first time, perhaps. Yeah, with the Page of Cups, that's just very fun, not like beginner, youthful energy where you are, you know how they say like the best place to be is at the beginning, or like it's a beginner's mindset. There's such magic to it because you don't have any limits on what you think is possible, or you don't have any rules or anything like that that's holding you in place and keeping this structure, which means there's a lot of creativity and a lot of expression. And there's something here around that, but even just in relation to your life as a whole, having this beginner's mindset in this new phase or this new season in your life seems to be bringing in a lot of connection, and you seem to be very magnetic, and a lot of opportunity for fun and joy and connection. Just lots of bright colors also. Bright colors, bright energy, feminine energy, and very just happy and uplifted, upbeat, and like magical. This feels very, very good. This is very, very good energy. So, yeah, your next 3 days seem great. Seem very, very, very great. Okay. Wow, and then the Ten of Pentacles at the back. Wow, yeah, you really could be just building towards a new beginning. There could be good news coming through that could be something that you really wanted to hear. And yeah, look at that. And then we have the Yes card, and what's that? And the Ace of Cups. Yeah, something that's just going to totally fill your cup, and I think it's going to bring some type of ending, which is why we have the No card coming through with the Two of Pentacles. And then it's going to also lead you into this new beginning, which I think is very fulfilling. Yay! This is great, great, great energy. It's loaded. There's a lot going on here, but I think you could begin to build towards some type of prosperity as well. So I think that these next few days is just a time to celebrate, honestly. Time to celebrate and be encouraged by life. And yeah, there seems to be success here along your path. So lots of energy, lots and lots and lots of energy. These next few days could be loaded, but I think that that's a great thing in this situation. So yeah, okay. I think there's an end to the waiting period, an end to stagnation, which is just very exciting. So anyways, okay. Thanks, Hermit group. See you later. Hello. So if you chose the Three of Pentacles or pile 3, then this is your reading. You are the final group, and the messages before have been really nice, just short and sweet, which I guess makes sense because it's only 3 days. So let's just get straight into your guys' reading with the Three of Pentacles. If you've chosen that, your pile 3, Spidas. What's going on with group 3? What are their next 3 days? What will happen? 3 days. Oh my goodness. Their next 72 hours. Okay, so we have the Chariot card. Movement. Success. Wow, this is very interesting. These readings tend to, from what I've seen so far, kind of build off each other. Which, you know what, I guess kind of makes sense because it's like a general reading, right? So it's a reading for anyone. So it only makes sense that these energies are all kind of similar because like we're all under the same like collective, you know, we're all living on the same planet. So like how different can all of our days really be? It's pretty interesting. Yeah, because, okay, first of all, the sun has come out in every single reading. So this could just be like a message also of like summer at the end of the day and nice weather, but it kind of feels like a little bit more than that. This reading is interesting because you guys, like, your back of deck setup is quite chaotic. Let me show you. So you have the Knight of Pentacles at the back of the deck. Then you have the Tower kind of poking out. And then up here, that's the Ace of Cups. Behind that, that's the Three of Cups, which came out in the other reading. It came out in the past 2 readings, actually. And then there's the Wheel of Fortune, which I gagged at because the Wheel of Fortune, I haven't, like, it's just not really been a present card. Actually, neither is the Knight of Pentacles, really. The Wheel of Fortune hasn't been super present, so it's kind of nice to see that. And the Tower just kind of poking out. Anyways, so your main cards, though, we have the Chariot. Then we have the Five of Wands. Oh, don't look at my nail. Then we have the Two of Cups. Fun. Ooh. Maybe somebody's going on a date. And then we have the Sun card. So, and then it was the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Sun that all came out together. The Chariot was the first to come out. So let's see what's going on here. What's happening in this reading? Oh, well, we definitely see, 2 halves. We have 2 cats here in the Chariot. We have 2 cats again in the Five of Wands. And then we have 2 of Cups coming together. So there could be, these next 3 days, depending on your situation, there could be an emphasis on like relationships, but specifically like between 2 people, so partnerships. This doesn't need to be romantic at all. It could be like related to work. It could also just be that you are finding people that help you along the way. Like you could be being aided in these next few days. There could be, first of all, this could just be a very social time, lots of interaction with different kinds of people, because these aren't necessarily the same all the way through. So this could be a social next few days. But it also could be that you are finding like people who you are similar with, who can help you along your path. You could be finding people that you connect with, that you share something with, between the 2 of you that makes you in one way or another harmonious for some type of partnership. And especially because your card was the Three of Pentacles, that can talk about collaboration specifically with work. So you could be meeting meeting new coworkers or meeting new career collaborators, creative collaborators, people in your field of interest when it comes to work, or of passion when it comes to love or anything like that. But yeah, there is some, it's interesting with the Knight of Pentacles. Part of me wants to say that like a relationship could transform like its face, or like it could transform its appearance multiple times over these next few days. Something could be a slow burn, and it could slowly progress into something more, but it might need to like shapeshift a few times before it does, or it might need to go through several different phases, several different seasons before it becomes what it ultimately is going to be. So there is something like that, but I don't think that that's like for everybody. That just might be kind of specific for some people. For some, in my head, I was just looking at the Two of Cups and the Sun card, and I thought of championship. Aren't the Olympics coming up? There's a championship. But it's also making me think of like the culmination. I'm looking at the other cards that have come out here. I mean, we can't ignore the aspect of love because it's the Two of Cups and we have the Ace of Cups, so I won't ignore it. So there could be some type of there could be some type of romantic connection coming there. It's a little bit chaotic though, I'm not gonna lie, because with the Five of Wands, it's making me feel like there could be some type of connection with people that maybe starts off a little bit less than romantic, or less than even like super positive, or just because maybe you're a little bit too similar, or you only see each other's differences, or there's something going on with the gaze. There's something going on with the vision where maybe you see a little bit differently, and so it might be a few steps to get each other in alignment, or like get on the same page. But it does seem like it could eventually get there. There's a lot of different ways that these next few days can go for people, depending. But there is like a little bit of a fog over your gaze, or a little bit of a haze over your gaze, that makes it so that you're not getting the clearest vision of somebody, or you're not having the clearest experience, or it's not, you're not receiving the best from someone initially. It might take a little bit of time. Like I said, that bit of a slow burn, but it is something that seems to be long lasting because of the Knight of Pentacles being at the back of the deck. This is like longevity energy. The Knight of Pentacles talks about a slow build, something that takes time and hard work and dedication, but when it gets to the Ten of Pentacles, that's a strong foundation. That's generational wealth, or a generation long legacy that surpasses you. So there is something here around that. And it could also be needing to, kind of temper your emotions and your fire, and recognize like sometimes the initial flames, the initial reaction to something is not indicative of the entire span of a relationship. Some things just happen in the moment because of whatever's going on. It almost makes you feel like the Moon card should be out here. But yeah, there's a little bit of like giving the benefit of the doubt to a certain situation. The Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups, lots of connection. There could just also be lots of opportunity for connection, lots of different points of connection over these next few days, especially if you get out there. If you go out and you socialize, I think you have a lot of potential to meet. It's funny because I think you have potential on both ends. I think you have potential to like butt heads with people. You could be going out and socializing, and you could be running into, small, it's not big, but small conflicts here and there. Probably just with people who are actually quite similar to you, but maybe you're just seeing differently in that very moment. But then there is also great potential for connection with other people, romantic and friendship-wise, especially maybe if you go dancing, if you're going out dancing, if you're going out into some type of nightlife activity, that kind of fire and passion and usage of creative energy, expressive energy could be beneficial for you. There is fire here no matter what. So getting it out in a way that is maybe more physical, like that just allows you to exert energy, would be a better use compared to getting it out through arguments which are possible with the Five of Wands being here. You know, that fire it depends on how you use it, which is interesting because that's connected to the first reading. Everybody's kind of got similar energies going on. But yeah, either way, though, with the Chariot here, there's emotions, because that's water, that's Cancer. But there is leadership coming through, and some type of journey that you're on. And it feels successful, it feels progressive, it feels creative. There's a lot of creativity here, maybe creative leadership, maybe you being a bit of a star. With the Sun card coming out here, it kind of makes sense, and with all this fire, it is really making me think about how we've jumped into Leo season, and that kind of energy of being in the spotlight, and so attracting different kinds of reactions and attention from that is definitely seeming to be highlighted in your guys' reading specifically, which makes sense. So definitely if you go out, be aware of that, but don't be afraid of it, because ultimately it seems like you're having a good time. And yeah, oh, okay. And yeah, what's going on? Why is the Tower just like peeking out? Oh, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I don't know, man. You could kind of stumble upon some type of like new relationship. You could stumble upon an opportunity to connect with somebody. And like I said, at first glance, it could seem weird, or it could just knock down your walls. It could just be super unexpected that you see somebody that you really connect with, and it just takes you for a whirlwind for a little bit, or it takes you back. It takes you back. But it could actually be leading to something quite prosperous. Prosperity comes out twice with the Ten of Cups and with the Knight of Pentacles. So be watchful of that. That's an exciting thing. It really could come out of nowhere, because your energy is a lot more like woohoo, like night out on the town, like party, like not anything serious. And then suddenly it's something serious, you know, something that's speaking to long-term energy, which is not what you feel like at first glimpse. So this could be a bit of a shocking week, especially a shocking few days in terms of that. Just in terms of what ends up coming out of these next few days, and it kind of I'm not sure you'd see it coming, which I think is very positive. So yeah, just allow yourself to be open-hearted, open-minded, dreamy, and be prepared to see beyond. You know, see beyond the initial reaction, see beyond the initial interpretation, see beyond the initial differences, and imagine more for yourself and for others, because if you give the benefit of the doubt, it's possible that you could be, giving an opportunity of growth for something that is very abundant and fertile if it just has the chance. And it could lead to something long-lasting. There is long-term energy coming through here that feels very, all of a sudden, very random. But when it comes to things like this, is it ever actually random? Not usually. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, change in the winds, a Tower card, definitely something unexpected. The Three of Swords, not much to say about that. But okay, you guys, that's it for you and your rating. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how it goes, and see ya!